Hi guys, and welcome to Dora LeBorgne in quarantine. I am going to show you how to do this makeup look today. If you don't want to watch it, go away. If you do, keep on watching. This is my self-care, self-quarantine, living my best life. Gonna do my makeup because I probably wouldn't have showered today if I wasn't doing this quarantine makeup video. Thanks for taking part in my adventure. I have been seeing loads of people doing green eyeshadow, and it's made me very excited because I want to do green eyeshadow. There, I said it. I want to do green eyeshadow. Watch me turn from 20 years old to 8 years old in about 5 seconds. That didn't work, did it? Brilliant, great. Glad we did that. I'm going to start by moisturising. Now I'm using this sort of as a primer. I'm going to use a primer as well. But I just find that using a nice moisturiser underneath my makeup makes it last longer. Not that I'm going anywhere, not that it needs to last longer, but I find it lasts longer. And so once I've gone in with that, I'm also just going to prep my lips as well, because later on I'm going to be using a matte lipstick. So I'm just using a little bit of Blistex. Now first on my agenda is, I don't know. So this is the problem with quarantine. I've got nothing to do, nowhere to be, so I can spend as long as I want wondering what I want to do on my face. First, I'm going to carve my brows out before I put any product in them. I'm just going to sort of draw a line around them with concealer. I don't know where this is from. I think it might be from Zoeva. Zoeva flat top brush. I'm going to use the Maybelline FitMe concealer, and this is in the colour 10. While I'm here, I might just actually prep my eyes as well. Why not? So I'm just using a big fluffy brush. I think this one might be from Morphe. No, it's from the Felly. Don't even know what that brand is. I think it might have been from Amazon, and I'm just blending that out. And then when I'm getting closer to the brow on this side, I'm just gonna pop that around the brow. First thing I'm going to do is take my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade with my Spectrum A24 brush. So with my brows, the way I like to do them is I like to pick up the side of my face like this, because I just think it lifts that portion of the brow, really lifts it. And this is sort of where I'd like my brows to be, but unfortunately we're not all Disney villains, so we can't have that. And I'm just going to start underneath the front of my brow and just draw a nice line. I sort of bring the front of my arch in a little bit, just make me look a little bit angry. I just like to look a little bit menacing at all times. I just feel it helps me in life. Then after I finish with my brow pomade, I'm just going to go in with my Revolution pencil. Is it just me, or can anyone else see loads of people walking out? I can see loads of people walking outside my window. I see people walking up and down the road. I'm going to start reporting these people because stay inside, guys, just stay inside. I think Zoella told me when I was about 13 that brows are sisters and not twins. And that has really stuck with me, mainly because before that I attempted to get my brows even, and now I just think I look nothing like my sister, so why bother? Why bother? I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix in the colour NC25 and then just set all over my lid. I just find it adds a little bit more coverage as well. Gives you a nice lovely base to work on. For this look, I'm mainly going to be using the Me, Myself and MMMMitchell palette. I'm going to be using the greens today. We're not going too green. We're not going unwearable, oh my goodness, green. We're going like, oh, is she wearing green eyeshadow green? I'm going to go in first with the colour Meh, which is this sort of like true neutral brown. And I'm just going to do a little dab. And then pop this just right in my crease there. I'm not taking it too high, I'm just popping it sort of as our first transition colour in our crease. Okay, then next, after I've got that neutral colour down and blended really nicely, I'm going to go in with an even darker brown. Take a bit of mane. I'm just going to take a tiny little bit. This is my Spectrum A08 brush, and I'm just going to sort of stamp that colour all the way on that socket line. Right, so we've got our sort of base transition colours going on. I've blended them quite high. It sort of depends. I've got quite large eyes, so for my eye shape, I don't think this looks too matte. I'm just going to go over all of this with a big ass blending brush. The B05 Spectrum brush, it's almost like a little concealer or foundation brush. And I just take this just over where I blended. Okay, so now we've got our browns down. I understand what you're saying. I can hear you screaming it from the back. This isn't green. So this is the colour Mardi. Look at how gorgeous that is. Give you a bit of shmoney. Give you a bit on there. Oh, lovely. Give you a bit of master. These ones really scare me because they're so pigmented. So there's a bit of we've got master, Mardi, and shmoney. We're going with Mardi, which was that really dark green. Taking that dark green just on this outer corner here. And it almost is black. It's so green. And then I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye. Stamping that on either eye. Look a bit like a traffic cone at the moment. Loving it. What I am just gonna do to add a bit more dimension to it is I'm just gonna take shmoney on the exact same brush, which is such a bright green. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of that in the mix, just to brighten it just slightly. Then on the edge of that, I'm just gonna take my brush that had mane on it, which was the dark warm brown. And I'm just going to scratch that edge, just scratch it along, just to blend the edge of that green out. And then if you've got some spare brushes, just take a nice clean brush. Even take just your face powder on it if you've got some to hand, and just go over those edges again, just to make sure we've not got any harsh lines. So I'm going to go back in with my concealer again and just take a bit of that on my brush, and I'm just going to stamp. And then just with my little ring finger, I'm just going to tap that in. You can use a brush to do this if you like. And I'm just going to take some of that master colour, which was the gold that I swatched for you guys earlier, and just pop that here on the lid. I'm going to go in with a bit more of a pop of gold just to sort of blend it all together a bit more. And to do this, I'm going to use my Revolution Golden Goddess palette. This has got 4 lovely highlighter shades, and I think we'll come back to this later to highlight. But just with the same brush, I'm just going to take this really light white gold sort of colour, and take that just in the centre, just to give that extra little pop. Just while I'm here, I'm going to highlight my inner corner as well, and just pop that. I'm going to add an eyeliner just to hide the base of the lashes I'm going to put on, and for this I'm going to use a gel eyeliner. This is the gel eyeliner I'm going to use. It's the Music Flower 24 Hours Long Wear Gel Eyeliner, and this is in the colour Black. Now for my gel eyeliner, I always use a little paintbrush. Now you can find these, I got mine from a place called Roy's. If you're in Norfolk, you'll know, but I don't even know if Roy's is outside. I don't even know if Roy's exists outside Norfolk, if I'm being quite honest with you, but it's just like a little department store thing, and they sell art supplies, and I really like these. So just where the green meets the black, I'm just going to take a bit of Mafia and Mardi, which is the black and the green from the same MMMMitchell palette, and I'm just going to stamp it right on that lash line. To finish off our eyes, we're going to go in with some lashes. I've just bought this new set. Quarantine doesn't mean you can't have nice lashes. Is there any need for nice lashes in quarantine? No. Are we still going to put them on? Yes. Hell to the yes. There's no sort of natural look here. We've got long, spiky, long, that's sort of it. Isn't this such a trial? I know it's not, and there's so much things worse going on in the world, but picking your lash, I don't know what's speaking to me. Either way, I'm going to think about that, you know, I'm going to think about that. And while I do, I'm going to curl my lashes and put some mascara on. And then we're going to pop on some of the Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit. I really like this because it's got a really thin sort of plasticky brush, which I think gets all of those eyelashes. Make a decision, just make a decision. Right. I don't even know what you'd do with these ones. Would they look like a lash? I'm going to go with these second ones down because I just think they look most my style, and if anything bad happens, well, something bad happens, and there we go. I'm just going to take some of my Duo vegan lash glue. I love this stuff. I think this is the best eyelash glue that is. It's latex free. Obviously it's vegan, so that's nice for vegans. So for my primer, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild matte. Why would you call it? I've never read that before. Now my favourite foundation of all time is the Stay Naked by Urban Decay, and this is so nearly run out, so nearly run out. Oh yes, we got a pump. Pump! Look at how much well-loved this is. With my Smith 115 brush, which I love, and just start, it's a bit light for me at the moment, but that's fine. That's all right. I just love the consistency of this. I love how much work it puts in. I just love it. Now I've got my base on, I'm going to conceal. I'm going to go back in with the concealer I was using all around my eyes. This is the FitMe Maybelline concealer in the colour 10. Cool, I've only just realised my chair has really been squeaking throughout this whole thing, hasn't it? Sorry about that, guys. We've done our base and our concealer. We're now going to go in with our contour shade and our bronze shade. Now, I'm going to go in first with my F12 from Revolution. And I'm just going to take that. I might just go in with this one today. I've been taking another one as well recently, but I'm not sure I need to. I'm just going to start by buffing that in around the jawline. I don't have much structure to my face. I've got quite a little round egghead. So by taking a bit of cream contour, just sort of gives me a bit more definition around that jaw. Now for my nose, I love a really small nose. I want it to look like I'm holding my breath because I've got quite a big boy nose. So I'm just going to take my Real Techniques base shadow brush. Right, so now I've got all my cream products on. I'm going to start going in with our powders. So first we're going to use our Revolution translucent lace powder. I'm going to take this big fluffy brush, this is the Spectrum A00, and just take that all over the rest of the face so it doesn't get tacky, unlike me. Okay, now for my powder bronzer, I'm going to take my Spectrum C07 brush, which is sort of slightly tapered. I like that for a bronzer brush. And I'm going to go in with my Benefit Hoola. Now this one comes in this little cake tin thing. I got it for Christmas, love it. I'm going to take some Nars Laguna bronzer, just with the same brush. And just, there we go, that's what I wanted. Just bring that slightly higher. Oh, lovely. Okay, now I'm going to go on to blush. I love blush. I think it's one of those things that you really love when you're little, and then you hate it when you get to about 15, and then you just find it again, and it makes me look cute. It makes me look nice. I don't always want to look angry and scary. Sometimes I just want to look like cheeky. Cheeky is so much hilarious. Spectrum A05 brush. This is like an angled louche brush. I'm also just going to take a little bit just on the bridge of my nose as well, just to bring that little bit of cuteness back, you know. Love that. I love that. You can get, these are the ones that you get in all of those little sets that you get for Christmas that you never know what to do with. Love them. Okay, so for my highlighter, because we're at that portion of the video, I love highlighter. Love it. Absolutely love it. When I've taken all the glow out of my skin with the amount of powder that I use, highlighter is just the bee's knees. Now this is the Revolution Make Revolution London highlighter palette, and I'm basically all of them. I'm just going to take all of them. Oh, glorious. And then again, just a bit more, just above these brows, just to lift them. And then just with that tiny little brush I was using for all of the details on my eyes, I'm just going to go back in a little bit on the tip of my nose. Oh, a little bit just down the bridge. So next up, now we've got our base done, we're going to do our under eyes. A big fluffy brush and my colour Met again. And I learnt this from one of my friends, Lydia. If you press the brush like this, you can sort of fan it out and it fits perfectly underneath your eye. Now I was playing about a bit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little brush with the colour Shmoney and just pop that. God, that looks a bit weird, doesn't it? In my waterline. I'm feeling that. Okay, I'm going to finish the eyes off by just applying a little bit of mascara on the bottom left. I'm just taking a little bit of I just take 3 spots. I just put 3 spots on my face. Okay, so for my lip liner, I'm going in one of my favourite lip liners, which is Toffee from Primark. Pop a bit of that concealer. Oh! Let's sort that out, shall we? Okay, everybody, thank you very much for watching. This is the finished look, I think. I don't think there's honestly anything else I can do to my face. This is my quarantine glam. Gonna go and take some Instagram photos, show my mum, then take it off makeup look. I feel a bit Gucci. Am I a Gucci girl? Maybe. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it distracts you for a little while, the fact that we're all at home and the impending doom. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!